Black Adam is the latest film from director Jaume Collet-Serra, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Teth Adam, and we're going to talk about it here today.
You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior.
So if you guys have been following my channel for a little while, you guys know I've been very excited about Black Adam. It's been one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's been working on this something like 15 years or so, and I was just super stoked to see what he could do in the DCEU. This is also the latest film in the DCEU. I'll tell you what, this movie, it feels like a bunch of very cool scenes, right? Like a lot of extremely well-produced action sequences for the most part. There are a few that are overly CGI'd. Overall, I love the action that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson put on the screen. I actually think he does a great job here as Teth Adam. He is wonderful in the role. I think he really exceeds at this. I think some of my favorite stuff with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the chemistry he has with Sarah Sami's character, Adriana. I think that plays really nicely. She's pretty decent in this movie as well. I didn't, however, like her son so much. Eamon Tomez, played by Bodhi Subengui, I believe is the name. I apologize if I'm butchering that a little bit, but he was kind of a weak point for me in this movie throughout the entirety of it. He can't act at all. It's really rough to watch. There are other standouts in the film outside of Dwayne Johnson, though. I think Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate. I mean, this guy should be getting cast a lot more in his older age. He's kind of got this new seasoned feel about him as an actor. I actually really enjoyed him in this movie in a different way than I enjoyed him in, say, something like Bond. And one of the biggest surprises for me in this movie was Aldus Hodge's Hawkman. I think he actually plays Hawkman really well, and him and Dr. Fate actually hold a lot of the story up when Black Adam is not on the screen, because other than that, we really have Noah Centineo as Atom Smasher and Quintessa Swindell as Cyclone, who I think are very weak on this movie. I don't think they get enough character development for us to really judge them as characters. I do like the performances fine. I don't think that they're doing anything wrong as actors per se. The first time we see Cyclone really get into her powers and start to use them, I think it looks horrible. I think the CGI is just way too overdone a lot of the time, and that was something I really didn't appreciate about this one. It just didn't look good on the screen. Amanda Waller kind of introduces the team toward the beginning of this movie, and she does it the exact same way that she did in Suicide Squad. I was like, oh my gosh. I couldn't believe they were kind of retreading that ground again after so many people had complained about the way that people were introducing Suicide Squad, the David Ayer one, of course, not the James Gunn film. I just thought it was a weak route to go down, and it really did lack some development for some of these characters. We could have put a little bit more time into that to make the film better. There's narration going on throughout the movie that I just don't think works most of the time. There's sometimes it really does, and other times not so much. The times it doesn't work is when we had to retread things that we'd already done. I think this movie's kind of edited really poorly. I think it could have been restructured a lot, could have saved time, could have gotten things revealed to us, because there's a big exposition in the beginning that I think could have been revealed throughout the viewing of the film. This clearly does take place in the DCEU. They don't let you forget that. A lot of the things going on with the Wizards was actually really interesting. I enjoyed that. Unlike a lot of other DCEU movies, it actually did make an effort to try to connect and feel connected to the overall universe. That was nice. But a lot of these cool scenes are tethered together with a really weak story. Like I said, Dr. Fate and Hawkman, everything going on with them, it really works. Everything else really doesn't. I wish that the dialogue was better too. I think the script is a little bit weak. It's a weak film from Jaume Collet-Serra, but I had fun. Like I said, the stuff with Black Adam, or Teth Adam as he's known for most of this movie, it's really interesting, and I really enjoyed that stuff. It's just everything else, the way that it was tethered together was really weak, not so good. I mean, I like seeing Viola Davis back as Amanda Waller. There's another cameo in here that I was just shocked to see. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that person was going to be here, and you'll see who I'm talking about. And everybody knows what happens in the mid-credit scene already, but I won't spoil it here just in case you've been living under a rock. But please stay through the credits. There is an awesome mid-credit scene that I think is setting up something very, very cool for this. Yeah, guys, overall, I mean, it's a decent looking movie sometimes, and then other times it doesn't look all that good, and the story's weak, and it feels a little bit Transformers-like to me. But if you're interested to go watch Black Adam, please just go ahead and give it a shot. Form your own opinion. There's a lot of people that are loving this and disagreeing with me, I'm sure. Black Adam is going to get a might watch for me. I had higher hopes for it, but like I said, I still kind of came out having fun a little bit, so there's that. If you guys are really into Black Adam and you want another kind of ridiculous concept movie that you could still have a lot of fun with, I highly recommend Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This movie is a lot better than Black Adam, don't get me wrong. Like, Black Adam is a weaker film overall, has a lot of really ridiculous ideas, but you can still have a lot of fun with it. So I would personally really recommend this for people who like Black Adam. All right, guys, that'll do it. I've been Don Martino. Thank you guys for joining. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, hit that bell for notifications, and I will talk to you guys later.